Hello, my name is C, and today I have something a little different for you. So a couple of my friends, Tiffany and I think Rosie and Natalie both did this, or all three of them did this idea, and I'm one for jumping in. So I was going to do a drills and chills video and just kind of like show you my stash. Now here's the thing, I am not in any way a part of this event. I'm just joining in and having fun working on kits along the theme. I am not advice on if anything actually qualifies. I'm just showing you what I personally think does and what I have in my stash. So, I mean, obviously for the event, if you're going to work on something, safest bet, choose something that is very obviously Halloween-y fall. That is the only advice that I will give on that one. But I'm gonna go through my stash with you, tell you why I think it qualifies, why it's fall or Halloween, if that is a question, but I'll just take you through it. Yeah, again, I have no official say in this. I'm just sharing you what I think, my interpretation of drills and chills. Yeah, so anyways, as you can see, there's 66 kits to show you. That's a good number for this, I think. Anyways, I'm just going to jump on into this and we'll see how this goes. I have to apologize. I'm doing this with gem slope because, again, 66 kits. I just don't have the space to spread them out. Also, if I sound a little weird, I'm so sorry. I'm doing this after just coming back from the dentist, so half my mouth is frozen. I should have planned this better. But anyways, the very first kit here, and I'll do my best to say the artist or the shop I got it from. I never track all of that. This is Derpy and Birdie. It is Huntrix fan art by Chocolate Raisin Fury from Jaded Gem Shop. Obviously, Demon Cat, so that works. Next up, I have A Day's Journey. This is one I have the enhancement pack for from DP with Sparklers. And I just think like all the orange and the setting sun really gives me like late summer, early fall vibes. So I thought that one would qualify, especially with all like the orange reflections. Yeah, it just feels like a very late, very late summer or very early autumn. Next one I have is A Samhain Night by Enes Guerrero. I remember doing the unboxing for this one and really loving the colors. Obviously, this was part of Diamondart Club's fall drop. The next one I have is Always by Sarah Richter. Yeah, I mean, giant skeleton. I mean, the flowers give it more of a summery vibe, but like the giant skeleton is like Halloween. It's like a spooky Halloween, not the cutesy fall. But anyways, there's that one. Actually, I should say in this one, I think all of this metalworking is a metallic diamond. I think. So I think that would be fun to work on. And I really like the oranges in her hair. Anyways. The following kit is Artemisa. Also by Enes Guerrero. I threw this one in here because all of the browns, but also like the fall foliage in her hair here. This is a really bad crop of the image. But all the fall foliage within her hair and the background there, so it calls to me. When I work on this one, I actually really want to do everything I can to change out this part to either be like a really good mix of crystals and metallics and ABs. I want the entire thing to shine like metal or silver, if that makes sense. So I really want to add a whole bunch of extras to that one. Followed up by a brand new kit I just got, Autumn Letters. I think the name says it itself. She's a witch. Yeah. I haven't opened this one up yet, but I have a feeling when I do, it will be immediately pitted up. It's just so cute, and it's a witch writing. Listen, I've already started my writing for October, and this just fits in perfectly. Alright, next up is Autumn Sunset. Actually, I don't know the artist of this one. I can't remember it right now. But it's also from Diamondart Club. It was from the mystery box. I do remember opening this one up, and the specials were so cool. They were like darker fairy dusts. But yeah, that one would be a lot of fun to work on with those colors. I think it's a really big kit. It's like 60 by 86, 65 by 86. Yeah. Also from Diamond Art Club, I didn't say. This first 2 rows is Diamond Art Club. Next up, we have Autumn Winds. This one isn't totally like screaming fall vibes at me, but I do see some of like the leaves here. Her clothes kind of give this like it's cooling off weather. And also just the actual name of the kit is Autumn Winds, so it's in this pile. This one is from Enabler's Outpost, and I believe the artist is Indie Creates. I think. So, yeah, I just think this one has some really nice vibes. I know I opened this one up, but I can't remember what kind of specials are in here. I don't even know where it ended up in my stash, but it's one I really do want to work on soon because I love this artist. Followed by Books Are Magic by Julie. I always put a French spin on it because she's a French artist. Julie and Aubrey. From Diamond Art Club again. This was a newer one that I got recently. It's been a few months. But girl, reading, fall time, it's perfect vibes. I really, really love the colors in this one. And you know what? I would love to just go sit in a forest and read for a bit. That seems like so much fun. The candles in this image kind of make the librarian inside of me cringe a little, but it's also just artwork, so it's fine. Ooh, look at that date ordered June 7th, 2021. Oh boy. This is Call of the Wild by Chuck Pinson. Again, half frozen. I'm so sorry. This is one that again, it's one of my oldest kits, and I still truly love this image. I really need to get to working on it. I do want to add a whole bunch more specials. Like, I can't quite remember what's in this kit. Again, it's an older Diamond Art Club, so I would assume 1, maybe 2 specials. My best guess would be a yellow and a white. But I would totally want to add more into these, like the flowers and the oranges and yellows in these trees back here, and definitely add some crystals into those windows. Yeah. Oh, I'm taking out that bird. That was another thing. The bird was too tiny, so I was going to remove him. But yeah, this is Call of the Wild. Very autumn vibes. I do want to work on some landscapes. Ooh, this was one I just opened up. My Chart to Art Ghost Doing Stuff. From Diamond Art Club Studio. And by Teeny Weeny X Stitch. Yeah. I love these Chart to Art kits, and I'm so excited to do this one. I'm totally doing it this year. But yes, we shall see where it actually fits in the lineup. I think I want to do it in October because the Chart to Art style, like the day-by-day chart thing, I'm explaining it poorly. But that kind of style of it would do really, really well while I'm writing. So I still feel like I'm making progress. Anyways, I'm thinking out loud at this point. Next up, we have Checking Socials by Simsy's Art. This is another really big one, but we have our witch and some ghost kitties in an overflowing study. I don't know, I really, really like this one too. It's so cute. The colors are a bit more muted, but I mean, I think the detail would really come through, and it just looks cozy. Ooh, I forgot I had this one, Country Harvest. This isn't a Chuck. I don't know who it's from. Donna Gelsinger, maybe? That's questionable. Are these leaves on fire? I just noticed that. Anyways, this is also from Diamond Art Club. I really love this one. Oh, now that I look at this, I think the dog has ABs in him. We shall see. This isn't one I'm working on this year, but I do really love this image. Yeah, I already have one massive kit going. Anyways, this is Crimson Oracle from Craftibly. I cannot remember the artist at the moment. Nope, it's not common. This is actually in my rainy day stash too. This is one that I am holding on to. Obviously, she's like sorcerer, witchy, magic vibes. So she totally fits. But again, my Craftibly kits are limited. So while I have them, I kind of want to hoard them for as long as possible. And this is a theme across, I believe, most diamond painters at this point. Because I really love how many specials they put into their kits. And I miss being able to buy from them. And I want to hoard onto their kits for as long as possible. I do want to work on them eventually. But they'll definitely be kits I save for when I need a bit of a pick-me-up. Okay, this is one I am questioning why I bought it, but I'm still going to work on it. And this is called Crying Skulls from Diamondart Club. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know the artist. The only reason I say that is because of all this black color blocking. I don't totally enjoy color blocking. I'm more of a confetti person. But I do think this is really cool. And part of me wants to, like, I saw this ages ago in the VIP group, but someone changed all these vines to green, and I think that would be so cool to do, just to add, like, a pop of color. But yeah, part of me also wants to flip the color scale on these. So you see, like, all the white flowers, kind of want to make those red and make the red splatters in the background white. It wouldn't work, but I think that would be really cool. So anyways, that's Crying Skull. And then, of course, we have Dark Lilith. Yeah, by Margaret Morales from Diamondart Club. This is still just a stunning kit. I really want to work on this one because I absolutely love the image. But again, it's Margaret Morales, and I'm just like, I kind of want to hang on to it. It's very, very pretty. This is in here. I know it doesn't give totally like fall, autumn, Halloween vibes. However, Katie did this one year, so I think it qualifies. I'm pretty sure she did it for Drills and Chills. I think I remember her doing that. I should have checked it before I said that with my whole chest. But yes, that's why it's in here. I'm pretty sure I saw Katie do it. So, anyways, Dark Lilith. I love that kit so much. And then we have Darkwood Fae by Chrysabug from Diamondart Club. I should have got a better crop of this image. But yeah, it is everything fairies and spooky vibes. I have a book in my head, The Folk of the Air by like Holly Black. Is that her name? Yes, Holly Black. I feel like this would just like slide into that world perfectly fine, or even, nope, I'm blanking on the name of the book, but this one feels like it is pulled right from a fairy tale to me. So, Darkwood Fae. Next I have Death. I feel like they're supposed to be like Death Tarot or something, but I don't know. This is from Jaded Gem Shop. This is actually one I'm getting up next. I can't quite remember the artist right now. I think my little ghosty friend is either completely AB or complete glimmers. I know he's one sort of special. I don't know what. But yeah, I think this is very, very cute. You have a little ghost coming out of a tarot card. I think I'm going to add a tarot card to my next tattoo. Sorry, again, thinking out loud. But like, I think I need a tarot card. Anyways, this is Descendant of the Volcano. Again, this one has a ton of black color blocking, so I'm not too sure. I mean, he's absolutely adorable. I don't know when I'm going to get to it because that color blocking kind of worries me. It's not my favorite thing to do. I can mix in other kits, but it's a lot. I'm trying to remember the artist. Is this a Sarah Richter? I don't think it is. I don't know who the artist is. I went into this really confident that I knew artist names. Turns out I don't. But this one is very, very cute. I totally think all of this orange is specials, but I think I want to make the eyes really glow in these skulls. Again, skulls Halloween. That was my reasoning. But yeah, very, very cute, but scary. Next, we have Ethereal Red. I know this one doesn't totally give Halloween, but it totally leans into the, like, fall color palette in my mind. You have a lot of browns and reds and those kind of like in between shades, so that's why I put this on here with those like golds. It feels very autumn to me, so that's why it's here. It's also from Diamond Art Club. I believe this is one that is archived. Chris Ortega! Look, I can read our signatures. That's the artist. But yeah, I think this one was archived shortly after it was released, unfortunately. But it's still a very pretty kit. And I was looking at the drills earlier, and the color palette of this one really stood out to me. Next up, I have Familiar Magic by Craftibly from Diamond Art Club. I believe this was one that was released in rounds or squares, and I picked it up as a round. I love this. It's in here because witches have, you know, witches and their pets. That's why it's here. I'm thinking this is like a little ghost kitty, but it could totally not be. I don't know. Just magic. She's a witch in my mind. We're going with that. I saw someone completely change out the cat's eyes to a different color, and I remember that being really, really cool. And then I went, ooh, what if I can make the eyes like super shiny and sparkly and kind of like glowy with magic, more so than they already are. So I think I want to find some specials for that and really like deck out this magical swoop, but we'll see if I get there. But yeah, that's Familiar Magic. Next I have Fenya by Enes Guerrero from Diamond Art Club. This one totally leans into the like autumn vibes of things. Again, with this like darker background, and like the dead bushes give me the idea of fall. And her artwork really just screams like that creepy Halloween fall vibes. So that's why it's here. I think this one was in a mystery box too. I can't remember. Alright, hear me out. I know this one doesn't look like it fits. However, this little character, Kiki, is a witch. She's on a flying broom. She's a witch. She fits. I actually didn't have these in my pile until I watched Tiffany's video. And she said that. I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So I immediately went and added Kiki to the pile. But this one's actually called Flower Delivery by Yume? Is this a Yume? Yes, it has to be a Yume. It's in my rainy day stash. Yeah, I didn't get the original version. This is the second version that they did. But it's very, very pretty kit. That's probably one of my more silly ones in this pile. Next up is Galaxy Potion by Aria Illustration. Yeah. Which brew in a potion. Pretty self-explanatory. It's really, really pretty, and I love these colors. That's pretty much the entire thing. I think it would be fun. I can't remember the specials in this one. The talking is getting very, very hard. I can't remember the specials in this one, but I think I really want to add more into these purples and blue. We shall see. Okay, I need a sip of water. Drinking water with a half-frozen mouth is hard. Alright, next up we have Persephone, Queen of the Underworld. In my things, I put Goddess in front of it so I see all of these together. But this is Craftibly from Diamond Art Club. Yeah, this is by Craftibly. This one is obviously like Underworld, her whole thing. It revolves around the seasons, so very, very nice. Fits in perfectly. She's so pretty. I forgot how pretty this kit was. A lot of darker colors and like color blocking in that background, but she's so pretty. I also have Halloween Night by Aria Illustrations, or Rita Konya again, from Diamond Art Club. I forgot there was a little black kitty. This is another really, really big one, but I remember the specials being so much fun. Yeah. She's such a cute witch too. I really love these Rita kits. And then we have Heaven's Whisper. I know this one isn't totally fall or Halloween, However, because of a certain series that shall not be named, owls have such a strong association with fall for me, so that's why this one is in the pile. And of course, like, these magical swoops are not helping that at all, but it is a very, very pretty kit. This is also like an old one that I picked up, I think. Yeah, July 2021. Oh, hey, look, I actually used to put cost in here. I don't do that anymore. Next up, we have Lady Moth by Sarah Richter from Diamondart Club. The reason I put this one in here is totally just because of the moths and the skulls in their backs. That's it. Nothing else about this really screams autumn or fall to me, unless you're like, because like roses or summer flowers. I mean, again, her hair is kind of like that color palette, but anyways, it's the moths that really sell this one as like a spooky kit for me. So yeah, that's Lady Moth. And then I have Lavender Witch by Cherry Yuki from Jaded Gem Shop. I might kit this one up too. It's very pretty. This one's a smaller one. I think I got this one as like a 45 by 50 or something like that. Hey! Oh, 40 by 50. But yeah, this is Lavender Witch. I can't remember if I got specials, but I totally want to do something with this bow and some of the highlights in her hair. Oh, it's such a pretty kit. I love it. And then we have our lovely... Okay, this is a really, really bad photo. But they weren't... The Michael Zapp didn't have the actual kits on yet, so I just took pictures from the boxes. This is Lesbian Bats from Make Market. I picked it up from Michael's. The name is actually just from the Crafters Den Discord server. A friend in there saw the colors, and Lesbian Bats has stuck now. The actual name of the kit is Moon Bats, but nope. I like our new name better. This is one I will work on. Will I? I kind of want to save this one for the Crafters Paradise Retreat just because it's such a small kit, but I also kind of want to work on it because it's such a small kit. We'll see. We'll see. Next up, I have Love and Darkness by Margaret Morales from Diamondart Club. I'm so happy they released this image. Again, Hades and Persephone is always a fall thing for me, so that's why it's here. And yeah. Oh yeah, this was one where he has buck teeth. I was going to remove those too. This is a really good look at like what kits I wanted to edit too. I have Magic Lessons by... What's her name? I can't remember her name, but I think we have a good idea of who this artist is. I think this is absolutely adorable. I actually have it pulled off to the side, like the canvas, because I do want to work on this one soon too. It's such a small little kit. And I feel like the entire moon was really decked out in this one too. But Magic Lessons, our little magical kitty. Next up, I have Magic Portals by Enis Guerrero. This is another one where there's just fall foliage that really makes me think of autumn. Plus we have the crows, which really sells it for me. I think this is one that I picked up from someone because it was a mystery box release. I think so. It's one that I do want to work on though. I do really love these like browns within the flowers and that. I think that's gonna look so cool. Yeah. Magic Portals. And then we have Memento Mori. I know the artist. I know it. Rika Sofia Räikkönen. From Diamondart Club. This was another one that they released it in round or squares, and I believe I got it as a round. Yes. My whole reasoning for that was because my stash leans very heavy towards squares, so when given the option, I picked up a few more rounds to kind of balance it out. But it's in here for the very red colors, and then the skulls here too, which give it that kind of spooky Halloween vibe. Alright, the next one I have is actually Moon Bats. I see Make Market reuses names, which is totally fine, but this is from not this year, but their previous year of Halloween kits. So I still have this one in my stash, and I really want to get to it soon. Yeah, moonbats. I think all the purples would be fun to work with. I know it's hard to see here because I stole the rendering from the website, but it's like very, very purple and pink, and then you have a tree here, or bats there, and then some clouds on the moon. It's a very pretty kit. And it's a nice little one, too. Okay, maybe I didn't get him last year. Maybe I got him 2 years ago. What did I get last year? I have a mystery on my hand. Anyways, this is... I can't tell you. This is Mystery Kit Dark Fantasy Halloween. That is all I have for you. I really don't know what this kit is. I used to at one point. I no longer do. So I have that mystery, and I also have a landscape, which I believe this one is a Sandra Bergeron. Bergen? Help. Yeah. It's a nice... I vaguely remember that being a cool looking landscape, but I can't remember much about it right now. Next up is another mystery. This one is the Make Market one. And if you really want to see what this kit is, I will point you in the direction of my Make Market unboxing. But this is the one I have named Fall. So, I think I'm also kitting that one up right away. Then we have Mystic Candle by Chrysabug from Diamondart Club. This one is a square kit, I believe. Yeah. Anyways, it's magical. She's doing magic, casting spells. It's so pretty. I remember this one has like red crystals. I think it's in her hairpiece. It might be in the eye. If not, I'm adding it to the eye. Okay, again, we have Plant Delivery by Yumi Art from Diamondart Club. This is another one where we have Kiki. She's a witch. She's on a flying broom. She fits. It's a very summery looking kit though. But just because she's flying on a broomstick, I am putting her in my Drills and Chills pile. Alright, this is one I know does not qualify. I put it in here because it has the color palette of fall autumn to me, and it just looks like cozy fall. Like it is raining. She is just enjoying her time having a warm bath to avoid the cold air outside. That is my reasoning. Yeah. Cozy fall vibes for this one. I don't know the artist, but it is from... Oh, Erica the Goober! Look at me finding more artist signatures. And then we have Satura by Margaret Morales from Diamondart Club. I got distracted. This is Satura by Margaret Morales from Diamondart Club. She's a witch. I love the colors in this one. I have been debating picking up the enhancement pack for this one. I think Tiffany actually did it with the enhancement pack. Tiffany or Rosie. And it looked really, really pretty. So I might need to pick that one up myself. And then this was totally an impulse buy because, hi, my name is C and this is a witch. That's so bad. But that's the entire reason I got it. Was because the kit is titled Sea Witch. This is an Eau Claire studio. Again, I try my best not to buy too many AI pieces. And it's from Diamondart Club. This was in one of their mystery boxes. It is a very pretty image. Like, I can see some color blocking. Again, this is the rendering. I didn't bother to go hunt for a proper picture. This one worked for me. But I think the glowing of the candles is really, really cool. And of course, like, the rendering within the fabric of her dress looks very neat. I might need to fix up her fingers, though. We shall see. And then we have Skeleton Lovers from Make Market. And I picked it up from Michael's. A super cute kit. Again, I just unboxed this one, and I kind of really want to work on it and see what I can add into these flowers. It'd be very, very pretty. And the moon. I was really gonna bling out the moon too. Oops, wrong one. And then we have Sleeping Familiars. This is another Crystal Bug. This is actually a redraw. She has a different image that Diamondart Clipper released. Same character with the same two cats, just, you know, I guess it was like a year or two and she wanted to recreate the piece. I don't know. I have both versions. I completed the other one for a different Drills and Chills. But this year, I might try and find this kit. When I was gathering what I could find of my canvases, I did not see this one, so I don't know where I put it. But we have a witch and her familiars. Next up is Space for Reflection. This is one that I want to work on. This is by Chuck Pinson from Diamondart Club. This is one I want to work on because it is one of the oldest, it's actually the oldest round kit in my stash. And I really want to work on this one just because it is, well, it's such an old kit, but I do really love the image. I like the fall colors within the trees here. The cottage just looks so cozy. So I do want to work on this one soon. I think I'm going to add more bling into the windows. Again, this is an older Diamondart Club kit. So I believe there's only like 2 specials charted in here. But yeah. Then we have Spellbook, also from Make Market. This one was one of their square ones. I thought it would be interesting to try those again, because since I tried one, I guess not last year, year before. I don't know. All the years are kind of blending together for Halloween kits. But yes, this is another one that I would really like to get to. It looks cool, like potions and grimoires, that's what it's called. Yeah, very, very cool. And then we have Studying in the Library by Simsy's Art from Diamondart Club. Again, library, witch, ghosty kitties. That's really it. I love this image though. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I remember when I unboxed this one, I thought about kitting it up right away. The only reason I didn't was because of the size. This one is The Apprentice by Cat Fedora from Jaded Gem Shop. This is one that recently showed up, I think. Yeah, in May I got this one. Anyways, this is her hand-charted version of the kit. And I truly love this sleepy little kitty on his toe beans. I just think it is such a cute image, and I really do want to work on this one soon too. It's very pretty. And then we have the Colors of Life. Again, another new addition to the... Is that a scratch? Oh, I did scratch it. Oh. Another new addition to the pile. This is by Chuck Pinson from Diamondart Club. This is one I was watching out for ages to come off my restock list. And I'm so happy I picked it up because when I opened it, it is just so pretty. There's so much confetti, but it's very, very pretty. Like all of these oranges and yellows and reds. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun to work on. I'm so excited for this one. I don't think I'm getting it to it this year, but it's there. And then we have The Lady of the Lake. This is by Ennis Guerrero from Diamondart Club. Again, this one just kind of has like that fall foliage look to it. And that's pretty much why it's here, like those darker browns and the faded greens. Yeah, it just seems very fall-like in my mind. It's so pretty though. I think this is another old one in my stash. 2021. Oh, that's a Black Friday kit. That must be my first Black Friday with Diamondart Club. Anyways, we have The Lantern Festival by Dual Pearl or Jenny Lee from Diamondart Club. There is a whole Torii Gate series and there's 5 or 6 images. I think Diamondart Club has only released 3 of them so far. So I can't work on this one quite yet because my mind likes my series to be completed before I work on them. But this one was I really thought about starting this one for this year's Drills and Chills. But yeah, this is the Lantern Festival. Again, all of that fall foliage is just so pretty. And then we have the Love Potion. Why am I blanking on the artist's name? We all know this artist. Miss Holly. There we go. So this is the Love Potion by Miss Holly. We have our witch and her familiar making a potion. I'm going to call him a familiar. I think that's fitting. So yeah, from Diamond Art Club. And then we have, I know this one doesn't seem like it, but this is a witch. It is the Moon Thief by Ivy Dolomore from Diamond Art Club. I am so sad this one is discontinued because it's such a pretty kit and I wish more people could get their hands on it. But it's so pretty. Anyways, yes, she is a witch. Ivy Dolomore describes her as a witch, so that's why it's in the pile. And I think her crow could count as a familiar. We'll see. But yeah, the Moon Thief. This is one I want to work on, but I also kind of want to hang on to just a little longer. But I think it would be fun to work on. I don't know, it's a big debate. And then we have the Morrigan by Crystalbug from Diamond Art Club. Again, this is like one of those questionable ones, but the crows make it really feel autumnal to me. Ha! I think I said it. I think. So yeah, this one just feels very like fall, spooky, witchy vibes because of the crows just kind of coming to visit her. So yeah, the Morrigan. And then we have the Three Sisters by Lyra the Lavender Witch. I actually just completed Lavender Witch in summer, which was so much fun to work on. But I think this one would be just as much fun for all of the colors. High confetti. But I mean, it has a really good range of colors. So yeah, the Three Sisters. And then we have the Wicked Witch by Ennis Guerrero. The name pretty much says it itself. It's a little more on the darker side of the spectrum for Ennis kits. But I think it would be so much fun to work on. And by that I just mean like some of this imagery within her face and arm there. The color palette is cool. Oh, she's holding a crow. I don't look at all these little details when I buy a kit. I just kind of look at it and go, that's pretty. So that's the Wicked Witch. And then one I just picked up is the Wild Wood. The unboxing for this one will actually go up Monday following this video, I believe. The schedule's not completely nailed down. But this is by Anamorte from Diamond Art Club. Again, it just feels very fall to me. No other reason than that, like the background behind her feels very like deep forest. So yeah, the Wildwood, and of course the color palette, like you have a lot of browns and those oranges and deeper reds, so feels very fall-y to me. Followed by Three Ghosts from Make Market. I bought their old version of this kit. I guess not last year, year before. Of this one, so I had to pick up the new version of their Three Ghosts. And I'm excited to see, like, in this rendering, one of the things I said for my old, like, the first version they did, or the first kit they titled Three Ghosts, was that I didn't feel like the ghosts had a whole lot of depth to them. They just kind of felt like they were standing beside each other. This makes me excited to see how it comes together. Like, you can see them layered on top of each other, but still kind of, like, see-through. I don't know. I'm excited to work on this one. Since Three Ghosts from Make Markets. And then we have Treasures of the Great Outdoor. Again, this is another really old one in my stash. Also by Chuck Pinson. Yeah, that's a Chuck piece. Perfect fall vibes with all of these trees back here. And I just think it's so pretty. I love all of our little critters down here. Yeah, you got some birds up here. I might take out the birds. There's no guarantee that, like, that moose there would be staying either. We'll see. But that's Treasures of the Great Outdoor. And then we have Under the Stairs. She's not on her broom, but she's still a witch. So we have Under the Stairs by Yumi Art from Diamond Art Club. Another, it doesn't totally fit the vibes, but she's a witch, so she fits. And we have Underworldly Romance from by Craftibly from Diamondart Club. I love this man, and she's so pretty. Again, it's another Hades and Persephone, so it's on theme. But yeah, those reds are so bright. When I was unboxing this kit, I'm so excited to see those come together. Well, I saw Katie's, and it looked really, really pretty. That's Underworldly Romance. Moving on to Witchcraft Room by Miss Butter D from Diamondart Club. Again, this one just looks like it would be so much fun, especially with all those colors. It might be one I add a little bit more bling to, but I can't quite remember what was in the kit. It's debatable. I do want to work on this one this year, but we'll see if I get there. And then we have Witch's Eye from Craftibly. I actually have two of them. I guess I can just show you this. I have two of the Witch's Eye from Craftibly. I have every intention to do a comparison project. So this one is from Diamondart Club. And it is, of course, hand charted because of their team. This one here is actually a cross stitch conversion. So I picked up the cross stitch pattern from Thread Geeks, and I got all the diamond painting supplies from Jaded Gem Shop. So I want to see or do a comparison and just see what something computer rendered would look like compared to something hand rendered. I am assuming this is computer rendered. Looking at the chart, there is higher amounts of confetti, and the details aren't as clean and crisp as you would see with something hand rendered. So I am assuming, but do not quote me on that because I don't know for sure, and I was going to ask before I started this project. But yes, this one is also a square where Diamondart Club is around, I believe. Yeah. So anyways, two Witch's Eyes by Craftibly from Diamondart Club, and then various Thread Geeks and Jaded Gem Shop. And then the final one I have is You've Changed by Dion Ong, something like that. I can't quite remember how it's said. From Diamondart Club. This is one that I am saving. I do really want to work on it. And it fits a theme because we have our skeleton, dog, wolf, whatever you would like to call him here. But this is one that I am saving for, I guess I could talk about it here. For when I move into my own place, I think is what I'm going to save it for. I'm not looking at this one as like you've changed as in like growing into something bad, but more like growing into yourself, moving on, moving forward, doing what you need to do. That type of thing is how I interpret this piece. It's just like doing things for the better is, I guess, the way I want to put it. I don't know. But this one is a rainy day kit that I am saving for a very specific day when I don't know how to word it, but I do have plans for this kit. And I cannot work on those plans until I've checked every single box on my list. I think that's what I'm going to go with. As for, I do have a couple of ones that I have started. I'll show you my finished ones that are marked. I have started Moon Girl by Miss Butter D from Diamondart Club. I actually really only have this bottom corner left. So if you want to see progress on that one, I will point you in the direction of a vlog video that I actually think is going up after this one. We'll see what the schedule shows. But yes, this is Moon Girl. It is such a pretty kit. I'm really enjoying work on this one. I did add an extra AB into it. There's some yellow highlighting along her shirt and in her hair, so I added an extra AB into there. Her jewelry is like complete specials, and it is so pretty. I'm excited to show you guys the finish. And then I also started Tennessee River Sunset. This is a part of my library series. It's kits that once completed, I am going to figure out a way to scrub off all of the printing on the canvases so I can put these up at work and change them out with the seasons, which is unfortunate because I just changed it over my bulletin board today. And I would love to put this up right beside that bulletin board, but it is, I really only have like this teeny tiny corner done over here. So that's not happening this fall, but it's all right. Tennessee River Sunset. I also have the enhancement pack for it. And then I just finished Cauldron of Myrrh. This is by Ivy Dolomar from Diamondart Club. I will actually point you in the direction of my post review so you can get a better look at it. But it's such a pretty kit. Witch and her cat familiar. And then the final one that I was talking about was the Lavender Witch in Summer. And that is my completed image. Or, you know what, I will also point you in the direction of my month in review so you can see those two kits finished there too. That would have gone up last Monday. 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Here's the thing. It's really funny because I'm recording this a week early. By the time this goes up, my month in review is not recorded yet, but will be recorded. Anyways, yes, this is Lavender Witch in Summer. Very, very pretty kit. And that is my entire stash of Drills and Chills kits. Here's the thing, I will say I will work on something, and I can promise you by the time I actually go around to pulling that kit out, I have changed my mind. I am very much a mood person, so who knows what from here I will actually work on this year. But I can guarantee you that for my actual, like, entry into Drills and Chills, it will be this little death tarot card. I just think it is adorable and I really want to work on it. So yeah. Anyways, okay. I think I've rambled enough. Let me know your thoughts, and I do plan on doing a rainy day stash next. So let me know what you think of this for the video. This is probably the format I'll do again, but if there's anything you wish I kind of framed differently or I don't know, you let me know your thoughts down below, and also let me know what you're working on for Drills and Chills. If there's anything in here that you would like to see me work on sooner rather than later, I am totally open to listening to that. I have worked on kids before because people wanted to see them finish, so I've done it. But again, let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, thank you for listening to me ramble with a half-frozen mouth. I appreciate you being here. Alright, bye-bye!